Hello you guys, welcome back to the channel. And today is the day that I'm going to take you through this pantry project that's taken me about 2 months. 2.5 months or so, somewhere right around there. And it has been a while. It took me from, let's see, probably August to now the middle of October. So I'm going to show you what we did. And I didn't have to buy a whole lot for this project. I did spend $10 or $11 at the dollar store, and I spent $20 on some jars for some spices, and then we spent about $80 on some tiles that I'll show you, and the paint we already had, so I'm not really including that. And so altogether probably a little over $100, and it really lightened it up. It made it more functional. Now there's this empty space that I didn't have before. So without further ado, let me show you what it wound up being. So as you can see, it's not terrible, but what I would like to do is just move some of make sure all the baking stuff is in one area and just clearly define the spaces. Like when I first set this pantry up, it was, you know, we took care of it pretty well, and it served very well. But now the different containers that I've used, you'll see some extra like storage things up here that I'm not using. There's one up here. These little baskets that I'm using obviously need to be redone a little bit. I'm just not sure how I'm going to completely fix it. So I've got the microwave over here, which is I'm going to keep it over there because I don't like having it on the counter. The grocery bags. This side we've got mostly paper goods. Up here, this is all, Ziplocs, cutlery, all of that stuff. Paper plates. But this side has become, this is the chips area. But as you can see, we've got some red flour where it doesn't go. It goes down here. But what I'd like to do is put all of this baking stuff onto this other area over here where the rest of the baking stuff is. So when we merged both houses, obviously we had a lot more stuff. So now what we need to do is just, reorganize it. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to paint in here. I think, okay, look at this. My pantry, completely empty. And if I walk in here, I don't know if you can tell, but that is one heck of an echo. Yeah, totally empty. Hello guys, so today is the big day. I have already taken everything out of this pantry. And what I want to do is I have to put a coat of primer on this. You'll see why, because it's all dark wood and it's never been done probably in 60, 70 years. Probably, maybe even longer, depending on how long this pantry's been here. So I gotta put the primer on, and then the color of paint I'm going to use is actually the same color that we have in the rest of the house because we already have it. And I don't think I'm gonna need to get any more like organization or anything in here because I already have a bunch of stuff, so I'm going to try to use what I have. It's not going to be Pinterest worthy, but it's going to work. So I'm hoping. So I'll turn this around and I'll show you what this looks like right now. And then I will show you all the stuff I need to put in it. And this is all the stuff that has to go back in that pantry when I'm done. So it's a lot. It is a lot, folks. So that pantry was so well made. So we were able to get all of the primer put on everything. So I did quite a bit of it the other day, and then my husband came through and did the corners and everything for me. So now all I have to do, is paint it. But I just wanted to show you how crazy this is, that just with this primer Granted, it's bright white, but or it's kind of a tinged gray, but it lightened it up so much. So I'm excited to see what it looks like when it's painted. Okay, you guys, this is what we got to put in the pantry on the shelves. They are vinyl tiles, like peel and stick. So I'll show you. Okay. I will show you what we do here. So here's what they look like. They're 12 by 12s. The jury's out on how well they work, but I think they'll work pretty well. Keep you posted how well they work, but I'm just peeling this off here in the back. So when you first get these, they say once they're delivered, to leave them, you know, just don't touch them for a couple of days and let them acclimate to your house, to the temperature in the house and stuff. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, hold on, let me grab that. Let me bring you a little closer. Closer, my dear. Okay. I'm just going to line this up in my shelf. And push it down. That's it. I mean, it's pretty darn good. Now, you probably can't see this very well, but on the corners of these, there's little areas where I've had to notch out. And so I did get some extra for all of these spaces that I have to, you know, cut the tiles down with. And so you'll see that this one won't take a full piece of tile. So I'll have to cut that down. But I did get extra just for that reason. So once this is done, I'll show you what it looks like. So I finally got all of the tiles put on. Just don't look real close. Got the tiles put on here. See how well this matches the paint? It was just amazing. So this window up here, it was almost covered with this totally weird film. I'm not sure exactly what it was. Anyway, we got it off. And now this window is open and it's beautiful. And then my husband took these doors and the drawers, painted them all up nice, kind of gave them, you know, some really pretty contrast. I loved that. And then we got these little knobs here. It's got the bronze with it, and I just thought it looked really nice with the wood. And then another thing we did in here is we got a new light. That light was awful. It was, I think, probably the original one. Well, maybe not the original one. It was probably put in the 60s, but got this newer light and it looks so much nicer. The other one was kind of hanging there. It was awful. Anyway, so this is what this looks like after it's painted, after I put the tiles on. And next step is to start filling it back up. Okay, now I'll go through this a little bit slower. see this window, you can actually see through it. It had a big film over the top of it, so my husband scraped and scraped and got all that stuff off. Now it's all clean. We have the new light because it was just an old, awful, yeah, it was bad. So we got that. And up at the top is where I put like extra things. I got my big turkey roaster over there, my canning pot, and I did get a handful of these little white baskets here, or bins, I guess. I got those from the dollar store, and so all total at the dollar store, I did spend about $10. So, but I had taken something back to Target, so it kind of felt like I didn't spend anything, right? It's a whole girl math thing. But anyway, yes, I did, obviously. I spent it, but it just didn't feel like I did. So this, I've got some pasta in here, and then this is kind of my, the shelf that has kind of the breakfast items, the oatmeal pancake mix. And then down here, I have the dry goods. So, you know, beans, rice, lentils, all of that kind of stuff. Got some split peas back there, some canned protein items, and then down here is kind of like the dinner area. And then down here I got the fruits and veggies, some soups, and then at the very bottom I got these, and I got these off of Amazon, and I think for all three of them with these gamma lids were like $45 or something like that. Anyway, I've got flour and sugar in those. And then, of course, my little toolbox and my step stool because I'm pretty darn short. And then this one here, as you can see, I've got, you know, beans, soups, all the cooking stuff. And then, so these bins, by the way, this one here is already cracked, which is no big deal. I got these at the dollar store, and they're not heirlooms, right? They're totally fine. And then over here is kind of the sweet shelf. And so I've got, you know, some candies and dry fruits and some cookies and stuff over here. And then we go down to the baking area. And this is like the thickeners, so the potato starch, arrowroot powder, cornstarch, and then some oils. This is some baking stuff in here. Got a cake mix and marshmallows, that kind of stuff. And then down here, I've got a whole bunch of the baking goods that I would need to make something. And back in here, and down here is kind of like where I put like the extra, well, not the peanut butter, but the extra condiments and such. So let's see here. And then on this side, oh, hold on, let me show you this. I thought my husband did an amazing job on this, the cupboard in here. I thought it was fabulous. I think it looks really nice. So I've got a bunch of paper products at the top. I've got the paper towels, toilet paper. These are a bunch of empty jars for when I need them. This is kind of like the salty area. And we're snackers. So I've got some chips, some crackers, sunflower seeds, some jerky in there, some popcorn that we got at the pumpkin patch. And then this shelf is pretty much empty other than my garbage bags. And then down here is some coconut water, coconut milk, some blueberry juice, and then I've got my basket of potatoes and some Sprite that was left over from a big party we had, some water, and these little baskets are cool. I love them. I have several. I only have one, or a couple in here right now actually. But I've got my onions that are just rolled up in a paper sack. And then we've got the dog food, their bowls, and the extra seasonings, salt and pepper, and then oils and vinegars. And then this one is like the coffee and tea. And paper products, Ziplocs, extra Brita filters, and then I got the extra like plastic silverware, whatever, up on that. And then this, I think, turned out really well. It was completely full, and I had so many big containers of all of these spices and everything. And so I got these little things, which are a really good size, perfect size. I can't remember if these are, I think these are 8 ounces, somewhere around there. But yeah, they've got the shaker top, and so I got these. Hold on, let me think. I think they were like 24, or no, they weren't $24. They were less than 20 bucks on Amazon. And they come with the little labels, which are great because it comes with a whole bunch of labels. A lot of them are like perfect. There's a few things that you may have, and some of them are blank, so you can write in there, and it's great. Works like $1,000,000. And then up here, I've got some of the big stuff that wouldn't fit in these, you know, shorter shelves. And then down here, I have my essential oils that I use for cleaning. And then I've got like vitamins and supplements, and then some cough drops. So that is what the pantry looks like, and I love it. And it came together so well. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And it's been a long time coming. I think I started this in August, and it is now like late October. So it's been a long time coming. But this, of course, was not the only project we had going on at the time. And as anybody knows who ever does like DIY home projects, you're never just doing one thing. So it has taken us a while, and it took us a long time in stages. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what your favorite part was, and I will see you in the next project, or in the next video.